All right, we're trying this again, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna try this again and see how this goes. Well, what's good? What's good? What's good? I hope everybody's having a great day. It's another beautiful day from Michigan State, and trying to link up with my people again. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I want to start doing these more often. Y'all do me a favor, one more time. Please hit that like button on the way in and hit it on the way out. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell y'all that your man got his first on-call nursing shift and as a hospice nurse. So my shift last night, let me get straight to the point. My shift last night started at 5 p.m. I go from 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. And I only had 3 calls last night. It was a good night. I had 2 death calls and I had a call for a fall. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. Boy, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to go back to long-term care, especially after doing this. I go pick up my car on Monday, but for now they paying me for mileage, so that's good. Happy about that. But yeah, the first shift is in the books, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was a little, I don't know if I want to call it nervous, maybe anxious, because this is the first thing that I've done since I've been an LPN that wasn't a part of being on a cart, that wasn't a part of being in long-term care. This is the very first thing I've done outside of long-term care as a nurse. And like I said, I don't want to say I was like nervous or anything like that, but I think I was just looking forward to the challenge, looking forward to something new, to doing something new, because I've been doing the LPN thing for a while. I've been doing the long-term care thing for a while, and it was just nice to do something different. You know what I'm saying? I had a call. So my first call was around 6 o'clock. I officially got on the clock at 5. My first call was at about 6 o'clock. Then I had another call after that about 8 o'clock. Then after that, I didn't get another call till about 3 o'clock in the morning. And two of the calls were death calls, and the other 2 were, well, the other one was a fall. So again, it wasn't bad at all. And I don't mind driving. And that's be the thing, a lot of people, from what I've heard, the people that don't like hospice and that don't do hospice, they choose not to do it because of the schedule. Not the schedule, but the driving. They don't like the driving. And coming from where I'm coming from, having 30-something patients, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the families and putting out 25 different fires at one time, coming from where I'm from, look, man, a drive ain't nothing. I'm cool on that. Give me the drive, I'll take the drive. You dig? So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's really what we on right now. That's really what we on right now. Just really trying to, get my feet wet in this thing, and we can get some experience in this thing. And I love the schedule, 7 on, 7 off. Like I said, that was made for me. I just wish it didn't start on the day that it started. Like my week on start on Fridays, and I just wish it could have started on Saturdays. But maybe as I grow within the company, it'll start on Saturdays instead of Fridays. Or maybe I can have to make an exception for me one of these days. But I really do enjoy hospice nursing. And I remember it was a time where I didn't even think I could touch a dead body. I didn't even think I could touch a dead body at one point, y'all. This was before I became a nurse. When I was a CNA, I did my short time as a CNA. I had always known about doing post-mortem care. And that was the part I was always trying to avoid. Like if I had a patient back in the day as a CNA and I knew they was probably on the edge of dying, I'd be trying to switch sets with somebody or something like that because I did not want to touch a dead body, bro. But now it's nothing. And the way how I got used to touching, dealing with dead bodies is I had a patient that died on me while I was changing. The patient literally died. I heard the patient literally take their last breath, and it was like a and nothing else. Nothing else. And I'm like, dang, bro, like, hello, you know what I'm saying? And he was a hospice patient. And I didn't even trip, you know what I'm saying? Like, what could I do, I was just like, oh, okay, well, it's like he's sleeping. I went and let the nurse know, like, hey, I think so-and-so just, passed away. And, but that was out. I'm like, oh, okay. And then, we had to do post-mortem care, clean them up, and everything like that. And it was straight. It wasn't even bad at all. It wasn't even bad at all. But it's definitely an experience because this was the first time that I seen, as a nurse, being on the other side, being the one that's getting the calls, and one of the patients that we had was actually in their homes. So it's a different experience when you dealing with a family and they just lost their loved one. And, you can feel that pain. You can feel that heartbreak. That's something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that lost their mama, somebody that lost their grandma, somebody that lost their daddy or granddaddy, their cousin, whomever they were to them. Like walking into that, it's almost like me, I pray, Like I had to pray. I prayed every time I went to a call. Because like I said, this was something different. And, you dealing with spirits, people who freshly died, you don't know really what you're walking into. So I just pray that Jesus cover me with the blood. Don't let me run into no familiar or unfamiliar spirits. You dig what I'm saying? And I definitely say a prayer before I walk into these houses for real. I do not, because I don't want to take nothing home. Because you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know. And the person that was training me last night, she was just telling me how she done seen some stuff over the years. Her working as a hospice nurse. So I'm actually I did not think I would be this excited about this journey. But I'm really looking forward to this. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I've ever looked forward to going to work. Like, I'm looking forward to going to work. I start working like an hour and a half. And I'm looking forward to doing it. Because of the freedom, y'all. When I tell you, listen, y'all. If you ever thought about trying hospice nursing, I think you should definitely give it a shot. Like, real talk. If you ever thought about being a hospice nurse, I really think you should give it a shot. It's a different experience. I get it. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Everybody don't want to touch dead bodies. You got nurses out here that don't like dealing with bodily fluids. You dig what I'm saying? But they had to do what they had to do to get into school and get a higher education so they can work where they desire to work at. And that's the dope thing about nursing. Again, you could be in nursing and never ever see a patient. You don't have to touch a patient. You dig what I'm saying? So, to start off, you probably got to start off that way, but you sure don't have to finish that way. quit. I did not quit the long-term care job. I did not quit. But I am contingent. I'm trying to get as many contingent jobs as I can now. This job is not contingent. They do have contingent possibilities though. But I'm not trying to go contingent for a full year because, like I said, companies are companies and they're gonna be loyal to who they're loyal to. But good business, companies that do good business, when you see an employee that's a valuable asset to your business, and that's helping you make your business run and everything like that, you do things to try to keep them. It's a partnership. And I understand you have a lot of companies that don't do good business. It is what it is. But this company that I'm at seems like they do good business. I feel like we could definitely benefit from the partnership that we have. I like that, the partnership that we have. And like I said myself, I'm gonna give them a year, you know, and request that PRN thing, or maybe, you know, we can just alter some things. Cause, I mean, I'm gonna be real with them. It's just the stuff that I want to do. I'm willing to put in that work for another year. But I'm still traveling another year. I'm still traveling. But I'm definitely willing to put in that work for you. So, and the thing is, I don't know, like, working, because, like, I kind of went kind of far out yesterday. Not too far, but I drove about 45 minutes going north and south. So, and you see a lot of things that you're not normally seeing, like, you know, you get to see some nice, big, beautiful houses. You be in the country sometimes, you just get to see different things, and I enjoy that. I kind of like the scenery. You know, I like driving, so I don't mind that. But if you ever thought about being in a hospital, y'all having a good day. On my way back to the house, let me say happy birthday to my mom in love. Shout out to her. 72. Look amazing. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoying this day. What y'all up to this afternoon? What y'all up to this afternoon? Y'all know me, I've been getting ready for this NCLEX. Studying, working, trying to get things together. I actually go out of town. I leave on the 4th. Ladies and gentlemen. Yep, but I leave on the 4th. And I need this. I'm only going for 4 days. I'm going down to my family's house in the south, but definitely need it, for sure. I'm excited when we go. Yeah. So you need advice. I can't really see right now because I'm driving, but I'll take a look at it when I stop. But I don't know if y'all been keeping up with nursing news, but some of these people out here are really wild. Like Iowa, I just heard about Iowa border nursing. So it was this nurse that went to the Florida fake schools. One of the Florida fake schools, they found out that her transcripts and everything was fake. She had to take the NCLEX. She took the NCLEX like 3 times. Which is cool if you gotta take the NCLEX multiple times, ain't nothing wrong with that. But she took the NCLEX multiple times. She went to a fake school, and the Board of Nursing in Iowa decided that, well, once they caught her, she turned around and went to a regular nursing school. I guess she passed that, and they decided to let her practice. They decided to let her keep her license. Now that's crazy. That is crazy. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not feeling that at all, especially after what I just went through. It's different, man. When you ain't been through it, when you ain't been initiated, like the rest of us, man. I can't co-sign that. Because I'm telling you now, all nursing school is a big old gang initiation. It really is. It's a long 2 to 4 year, well, between 1 and 4 year gang initiation. Because you can be LPN. Most LPNs go to school for a year. But between 1 and 4 year gang initiation, that is nursing school in a nutshell. And if you ain't initiated, I can't really rock with you because it's the fact that you ain't been through that grind. You ain't been through that struggle. You dig what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't co-sign none of that fool. None of it. Need advice. Recently LPN to RN nurse. Do not like bedside. How to pivot away from bedside as a new nurse. You went to LPN, so you got your RN now? I mean, try hospice. I've met a few hospice nurses where I work at now that have never worked at a hospital. But I do think you need a foundation. Well, I don't know. Have you? So you said you're tired of bedside, right? So have you ever worked at the bedside? Have you ever worked in a nursing home or hospital? If you have, then yeah, I would definitely try to, try hospital, try something different. Maybe try the psych hospital. Maybe try. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. Especially if you just graduated. I would definitely try something a little different. There's a lot of opportunities out here, y'all, because I just feel like in a minute, listen, they talk about a nursing shortage. They talk about a shortage, but I think it's about to get 10 times worse. I really do. I just got a feeling, man. I have a feeling that it's about to get real bad. And not the fact that, not the fact that it's not enough nurses, but it's going to be a lot of people that just say, no, I'm good. I'm good, I'll go do something else. I'll go work at Target, I'll go do something else. But I do think it's going to, I don't know, I got a feeling something's going to happen to where they're going to need nurses like crazy. I don't want to say it's going to be another C-19. I don't want to say that. But I do think, I just feel it in the air. I feel like something's going to happen and they're going to really need nurses back at the front line. They're going to need them back. Start uploading frequently again. I've been getting ready for this NCLEX